request you to. Hello everyone, this is Anil and you are watching the YouTube channel Neelkamal classes. So I welcome you all in my YouTube channel. If you are new on this channel, then I request you to subscribe the channel, give your comment, like the video, and share this video with friends. So if you haven't seen our previous videos, like means in Lagrangian dynamics we are studying now, in which we have made 3 videos already. So if you haven't seen our previous videos, then I request you to go through that, because it will be help you to understand the topic and next concepts will be easy to understand. So in last class we have seen the degree of freedom. The degree of freedoms we have seen in detail, and we have made one formula that was written. Degree of freedom, which I wrote number of total number of independent coordinate, and after that we have the dot, means for free particles we dot, means if we have n particle mole are free, then we dot 3n coordinates, and then we kept one minus k, which is if we apply k constants on that. So this we have drawn, and about these constraints I have made, means in somewhat we I told that this is the nothing but this is the limitation on a particle we keep. So today we will discuss in detail about constraints. So what is constraint? Let us see. So our main topic is constraints. So today we will focus on definition only, because I think most of you are seeing this constraint topic first time. So means if I explain within 1 or 2 examples, then it will be not clear to you. So by taking the example, we will see in detail. So what is constraints? Constraints is nothing but it is something that limits, means now in Lagrangian dynamics we are studying what we are studying. We are studying that motion of a particle. So in motion of a particle, if we see constraint is nothing but it will keep some restriction on a particle, on any system of a particle. There, according to that system will work, means how it will work, and accordingly after keeping some restriction on that, giving some special condition on that, we will see that how it means works and what are the changes in. So let us see the constraints by taking example. So I am taking first example. Let me take that is I have one ball and I am throwing to this ball. So it will, what will it do while throwing? It will use projectile motion. But what will happen while going after throwing this ball? This ball will go in some path it will cut, and it will get hit through by the ball. So if that ball could not be there, then it may be, it was going like this. This is, if I throw ball from here, it could have gone here. But what happens till after going here? Here is my ball. So what will happen? It will hit that ball and come back like this. So what happened? It could not go next to that one. So this is my restriction. Restriction my condition, limitation of that ball. So ball can't go next to that ball. So this is similarly if we see, I think some basic idea about, because that ball is working as a restriction. It's kept restriction on ball because ball can't go next to that ball. If we see any another example, if I see basic real life example, what will you see? Let me take so what to say? I have bird. So if you have seen birds are free because if they are there, they can move in any direction. Whenever they want to fly, they can go. If you are there today, they are here. They can go 10 kilometers away from. Tomorrow they can go like this. So they are free. They can fly. They can go upper, means to the sky. They can come down to the earth. They can. So they are free. So degree of freedom. And at same time, if you see human, then you will observe that human can't go. This is earth. I take example. This is the earth, and if I consider human is there, so we can move in the air only. Or if I see that small, then we can move in XY axis only. So, but birds is there. Let me consider bird is flying. So it may go down, it may come on earth. it may go upper to the means sky. If it is, let me consider it is 3. So birds have more freedom to compare to us. So degree of freedom, and that birds have more degree of freedom compared to human. So if we see also here that degree of freedom, let me consider it is A. So A is equal to 3 and minus A. So if we see the degree of freedom and constraint are both are related. If the number of constraints is increased, then degree of freedom will be automatically increased. See, this is my overlap. So if k will increase, then 3 and minus k. So if I see overall that value, it will get a decrease. So if left right hand side value will decrease automatically, this is equal to left. So a will not decrease. So degree and freedom or constraints are both related. So birds have more degree of freedom means that they have less constraints compared to human. Human can move in means xy plane on not xy. If I consider this x, this z, this y, then they can move in xz only. But birds can go y also, y direction. So birds have more degree of freedom. Let me consider in another form, same example only. I will consider in another. First of all, we will see that birds are free. That I have told. So they can move anywhere. Today they are here. They can move this side 10 kilometers, this side that side. Upside they can go. Down with they also come. But what if that means same birds? If we keep birds in a room, this is my room. This is the room, and this is the room. And birds is I kept it. This bird is here like this. So this is flying. Some bird is there. One bird. So now what happened? Before it was free, it could have go means anywhere. It was free to move anywhere. So the degree of freedom, if you want to get more, but now now after keeping in a room, it have some limitation. It have boundary. It can't go outside the room. It's not free to move. It can move here inside the room only. It can't go outside. So these are restrictions we are keeping on it means birds. So these things are called only constraints. So now these are not the topic of related to physics. So now we will consider that particles based on particles, system of particles means any mass we will take. Based on that, we will try to understand the constraints. So this was the example. So I think you got some basic idea, and then you will be clear after some examples. So first of all, I am taking an example. Let me take. If I wait. This is a plane. Let me write AB, and it has theta and no, it has mass m. One mass m on the system of particle is there, and it's kept in AB plane. So what will happen? Then if you ask, then does it is having any constraint? So obviously you will say yes only, because that m mass is restricted to move in x y AB plane only, right? If you observe it, can you go outside? No, it can't go because it's having that mass m and their force is working, that is mc. So it can't go up. Can it go downwards in this state? Not this one. So can it go? No, because if you have to, that box is there, because of that it can't go inside there. So it have to move in AB plane only. So this is also example of a constraint. So now you are getting, I think you are getting doubt. Then if we see that, then every particle, every system will be some constraint. So yes, possible. If it's this kind of thing is there, then there will be constraint. Similarly, let me take another example. So this is also an example of constraint. I am taking one example. That is it. Last time I took bird. This time I will take particle. This is, and I have one particle. This one. So does it is having any constraint on this? Yes, it's having, because it have boundary. It can't go outside the box. If I consider any box or room, anything, it can't go outer the boundary. So it is also particle is limited. It's free to move. I'm not saying that it's not free. It's free to move, but still it's have constraint because it has some boundary. It can't cross the boundary. So this is also a part of that example of a constraint. Similarly, let me take one third example. Pendulum, simple pendulum. I am taking this is one pendulum and it is moving like this. If I ask you, does it is having any constraint? So I think you will tell yes, because or it's also have constraint because it have to follow a certain path. It's not free to move, but if it want to go upward direction like this direction, it can't move. If I take that rigid road, if the rigid road is there, so it can't go up. It have to move. And can it go down? No, it can't. So it have to follow a certain path. Means it is restricted or it is limited to follow that special path. That's why it's also having constraint. Let me take why means now I took rigid road, but similarly if I have a rope then and it may go down. Say let me consider it will follow a circular path. So it may go down, but it is also limited. How it is limited? Because it can't go down. So now it's also having restriction. So it have to follow which condition it will follow. We can say that this will be inside like it will work like this. So if it is going down, so a time we can consider means we can take like it went there after that it got fall down. So but somewhere it may be there. It anywhere it may be there, but it will be inside that circle or what to say circle only. So this is also example of constraint. So I think now you got clear about what are the constraints. Constraints, I am telling again, constraints is nothing but it is just some limitation we are keeping on anything. So in physics, if you want to say, then we now in Lagrangian dynamics we are studying about motion of a particle. So it will be restrict the motion of a particle. Moving means some limitation will be there. It can't go after that. It is limited to move in that. Special condition will be kept that it have to follow that certain condition. So all these things. So this was our today's topic was our constraints, and in next class we will see classify the constraint. So if you want to move in next video now only, so after getting video ready, I will keep the link of that video in description so you can go through direct. So let me meet in next class, and if you are worrying about notes, then examples you can write, but the definitions, all these things after getting this classification of that constraints, I will keep a screenshot or means that notes I will keep it as a with care photo. So you can note down a text screenshot of that and you can use. So we'll meet in next class. Thank you. Bye.